It is 6:50 on your Tuesday morning. Before you start your day, we want to bring you three things to know. Well, heads up for drivers taking the Interstate 280 bridge. Traffic is down to one lane in each direction at times while crews wash the bridge. And the IDOT expects that work to wrap up next Monday. And officials say you should plan a different route if possible.
Happening today, business leaders from all over Iowa will be gathering in the Quad Cities. More than 500 business owners and CEOs will be in our area for the Iowa Association of Business and Industry Annual Leadership Conference. They'll be taking in the full Quad City experience, including going to golf at TPC Deer Run and touring local production facilities. Also new this year, organizers are set to announce the coolest things made in Iowa.
We'll see what that is.
I know, I'm curious.
Yeah, well, a Davenport Community Group is proposing an ordinance excusing tenants from paying rent if the city decides a house or apartment is unsafe to live in.
News 8's Jonathan Fong explains how the ordinance would work and why some city leaders already support it.
The ceiling in my unit had collapsed after neglect from the landlord.
Gavin Gassman has dealt with the bad apartment himself. He's part of the Quad Cities Tenant Alliance and hopes the new proposal will improve housing in Davenport.
It's going to give inspectors a new tool, code enforcers a new tool.
At Monday's informational meeting, the Alliance proposing a rent abatement ordinance.
If there is a situation where the landlord just won't bring things up to compliance, rather than giving them fines, they can abate rent.
With the ordinance, city staff can give an owner notice to fix up a rental property they deem unsafe or unhealthy. If they don't make the repairs in time, staff can stop the landlord from charging rent until the fixes are made.
When there's not heat or power or it's not safe in their apartment, they shouldn't be paying rent. They know that.
Stan Loverman is the lead housing inspector from Iowa City, which already has this kind of ordinance.
The fact that a landlord can't collect rent the next month really kind of grabs their attention more than anything.
He says the ordinance is a useful tool that doesn't add too much work for inspectors.
In 7 years, we've used it 14 times, which isn't a lot. But the fact that my inspectors have the ability to do rent abatement is probably more valuable than actually doing it.
The Tenant Alliance says 4 aldermen already support the ordinance, and that includes Alderwoman Micho Lynch, who's not only a realtor, but also has a plumbing and heating business in the area.
Mechanical contractor, we go into homes or apartments and we see folks that haven't had heat or adequate running water or even hot water for that matter for sometimes weeks to months on end. And that's unacceptable.